So today I'm going to be installing the Sherpa rack system from Nomad-ADV. They're based out of the Netherlands. Purchased this product through Motorcycle Adventure Products up in New South Wales, and we're going to fit them to the Desert X today. I think I'll start with the rear rack and we'll go from there. Everything comes all nicely packaged up, all bubble wrap, powder coated. I'm just going to unwrap these now and follow some instructions. Not sure how well these show up on there, but these are all billet aluminium, all nice and machined out. It's like a really dark grey colour compared to the black though. I think that's the... Okay, so we're just gonna loosely mount these up. Not exactly sure how far along they go, but T25. Probably even a little bit too tight. Here we go. So it's 6 T25 bolts per side. I'll just do the same for the left side and then we'll get to the next step. I've still got these loose as we need to align these holes with these holes on the plate there. So pop this back one in first and then we'll line up the other side. And these are a T45. So just loosely going to put that in. We're still a little bit out. Starting to look a bit better. Throw the other rear one in loosely. We can line up the front. I think that's actually pretty good. And the front ones we're looking at T30. So now that the top's on, we can tighten the top down. like so. So we're going to apply a little bit of Loctite to these bolts. So really just get one tight, and then you can take the others out, give it a little dab and put it back in. So this rack is supposed to be able to hold 20 kilos, and just with how it grabs on here, I have no doubt that that's the case. Cool, that's a neat little setup. Some little extra threaded holes on the sides here, which might be for something else, not sure. That is good to go. I'll show you the main reason why I got this rack and the side racks. So one of the main reasons I got this rear rack is because I've got the Krieger US 40, which I used to sit here, and I like the luggage, but the issue I was having is I like to move more on the seat as well. So at least with this now, I can move it back here. And then for extended trips, I've got the Endurostan Blizzard, which haven't mounted them up properly yet, but even though they clear the exhaust just, you can get like a little plate so it sits a little bit higher. I just preferred to get the side racks just to push them out a bit. And that's what we're going to do now, pop them on so I can mount these up. At least this way, it still gives me a little bit more room on the back of the seat. And I can interchange this with a smaller pack, depending on where I'm going. Well, that's the plan anyway. So we'll put these side racks on and remount these up. And they shouldn't be touching the exhaust after that. So once again, for the side rack kit, they're all nicely wrapped and protected. Each powder coated part is protected from each other one from banging around in travel. So I'll unwrap all this stuff. We'll start putting some side racks on. Now the first step is to remove the 4 plastic covers on the subframe. There's 2 per side. And then we'll get to sorting out the mounting brackets. Okay, so there's 2 big and 2 small of each, and it's exactly that. All the smalls go together. So small tab, small spacer, small bolt. Set that to the side. And then the large ones. Large tab, large spacer, large bolt. Now we're ready to put them on the bike. Using a 6mm Allen key, the small tabs are at the front and the larger ones are at the rear. So pick up one of your small ones. And we're just putting them in nice and loose at this stage. Let's grab a large one for the rear. So small tab at the front, large tab at the rear. And we do the same on both sides. Keep it nice and loose. Okay, so with the luggage plates, there's actually 2. There's one that's bent and one that's completely flat. The bent one goes on the left side of the bike and the flat one goes on exhaust side. And we'll just get them mounted up now. So just going to do these up finger tight at the moment. You'll see 2 oval slots. That's what we're using to mount these up. And then you still have access to tighten the brackets later on. Move these around into the positions. So tighten these ones down first. Okay, so now that they're all in position, go ahead and tighten down the main. And then so once these are in all nice and loose, line it up and tighten everything down. And now we do the same for the left side of the bike. Get everything lined up. Get it all hand tight. There we have it, full Sherpa rack system installed. Okay, so I've just quickly thrown over the Endurostan Blizzard XL, and there's no way it's going to touch the exhaust. And then obviously in the future I'm going to change the exhaust anyway, but still, I just don't like things dangling down, touching exhaust and possibly melting, especially on a long trip. It's the last thing that you want. That all attached really well, really good product. No complaints from it so far, so I will test it out. All up to fit these two. You can do it in less than 10 minutes. It's obviously just dragged out because of the filming, but that is nice, simple, good to go. Nice and solid too. Nice and solid. And obviously you can have 20 kilos on the back. Now we're ready for some big trips. See you in the next one.